What? Dick. Hey there guys, Cockatron here, and welcome back to another tier list. It's been a really long time since I've done a tier list, but that's just because I couldn't really find any. But I finally found one on the Trap Team catchable villains. So perfect, really good, good, meh, no. I don't think there's really going to be any much in no. I think a lot of the villains are really cool, but we'll see. Frankenstein, I haven't really played a whole lot of Frankenstein, but I quite like his design. I think he's good. Bad Juju, I actually really like Bad Juju's design. I like her character a bit. In Imaginators, it was a real letdown, but I think her Trap Team villain is really good. Grave Clobber is basically perfect. I really enjoyed his design, and Imaginators, they really made him very good, which I think is why he's even perfect in the first place. Is just because the sensei is really rubbing off on me. But I really love his design. His music is actually really good, and that's very. I think Blastotron's in the same boat as Grave Clobber. I think they're both really good, but like even their villain counterparts are really good. Like they're just really good. I really like both of them. Nothing much to say about it. Grenade, I like the pun. I really like his music, his gameplay, not so much. So I think I'll put him in good just because of his music and stuff. His design's all okay. Same with Scrap Shooter. I don't actually. I'm gonna put Scrap Shooter in meh, just because I think there's gonna be a lot of early game characters in meh, but like Scrap Shooter, he's there and then he's gone. There's no story about him whatsoever. Lob Goblin, I haven't even caught Goblin because in the Nightmare Express, and like he doesn't even look that good. He's just kind of meh. Wolfgang, on the other hand, I really like the story thing on where he shoots off on his own pattern and goes away from the Doomlanders. I really enjoy his design, and his gameplay is very good. I His character is great again in Imaginators. His sensei counterpart is very good. Honestly, I think he's really just perfect. Mob Lobs, same boat as Lob Goblin. I don't really think about him that much. Chill Bill is perfect. I love his character. His design is really the only thing holding him back. But like no one's perfect, even though they're imperfect. You know what I'm saying? I really love his music. I literally love his character. His gameplay is very unique. That doesn't mean it's good, but I quite like it. So that's what he is. Taekwon Crow. Taekwon Crow is probably my favorite villain on this list. His music is pretty good, but his gameplay, oh my gosh, it's so good. His karate slashes do like 300 damage a hit, and like you do three of them in rapid succession. You've got the ninja stars that you chuck. He's very good. Every time I go to take down Chaos, it's usually Taekwon Crow in that trap slot. Mastermind, I think Mastermind's all right. I should probably change this to all right. I don't even think I spelled that right. All right. I don't know how to spell it. That's not right. You know what? We'll do that. All right. I think Mastermind's all right. There's nothing special about her. I think or him. I don't know. But he's definitely a more unique character. Tussle Sprout, meh. He comes on screen. I don't really think about him. I do think about him a little bit more than these characters just because he's early game. Same with the Gulper. He's all right just because he's a Doomlander. But like you see Gulper first one, you don't see anything about his character. And for that, I'm just gonna say all right. And like his design's not that good either. Bruiser Cruiser, I actually think is really good. I really like his design. His gameplay and villain boss fight are pretty good. I should also say like his villain boss fight's good. Like all of these villain boss fights are actually pretty good, even though they're all kind of similar. But whatever. Bruiser Cruiser pretty good. Chef Pepperjack, I know a lot of people really like him. I do think that he's really good. I don't actually. I'm gonna put him in perfect. I really like his character. His boss fight is actually kind of tough. It's not too tough, but it's pretty tough. And I really enjoy that in his character. His gameplay is also really good too. Nightshade, I'm gonna put Nightshade in perfect also, but like I don't know what else to do with him. Okay, where was I? I don't know. Crankcase. Crankcase, I think is perfect. There's the villains are very good, so there's going to be a lot of perfect ones that I really like. But I really like his design. I think his gameplay is really good. He's a really good tech character. His sensei counterpart is also very good. I love his character. His boss fight, again, just like Chef Pepperjack, isn't too tough, but and it's definitely doable with one character. And that's what I really enjoy about Crankcase. It's kind of a break, especially compared to like the Chompy Maids boss fight, Wolfgang's boss fight, Golden Queens. Golden Queens is more doable than all the other ones, but it's just a lot harder, you know? I don't see Chaos on here now that I think about it. Trolling Thunder, meh. I don't really think about him too much because he's in one of the expansion packs. The only reason I think about him occasionally is that he should have been a villain when in the Troll Rocket Steel right before Threat Pack, like when that Trolling Thunder rolls out. I think that's pretty good. I just think that's what they should have done with Trolling Thunder, but okay. Chomp Chest. I think Chomp Chest is really good. I like his character and his music is also pretty good. But what I really like about him is this easy way to grind money is super good. Um, yeah, it's just that he's really good at grinding money. Brawlers, he's all right. The only reason he's here is because he's actually got really good music. His gameplay, I don't other than that, I don't think about him that much. And the fact that he's in the tech character element is kind of stupid. I don't know why they put him in the tech element, but whatever. Brawl and Chain, same boat as Brawlers. Really good music. I do like him a lot better than Brawlers. Now that I think about it, I'm actually gonna put him in really good because as a kid, I had a really strong affection towards uh, Brawl and Chain for some reason. I don't know why. Luminous, I think he's all right. There's nothing special about him. Like I like the way that he took over, not took over Max, but impersonated Mags. I think that was very misleading first time playing through Sunscraper Spires. Other than that, like his music's all right, but whatever. Bone Chompy, he's all right. He reminds me a lot of Giants, and from the first few levels of Giants with the Bone Chompy there, like that's about it. It's just Bone Chompy. Chompy Mage is perfect. I really like Chompy Mage. I like his design. I like his character with his little Chompy puppet. I think that's always fun, how they're always talking with each other. His boss fight is super hard. Like, first two levels, easy. Third level is pretty easy. And then you get that boss fight that is ridiculously hard. That is definitely something that I was not ready for. And he's probably, aside from Chaos, he's been in the most amount of games. Trap Team, Imaginators, and Giants. He's first introduced in Giants, and I really like that. Smokescream, same boat as Scrap Shooter. He's just another fire element character that I didn't really use because I only recently got relatively recently, I only got a fire trap. So, I guess he's there. Broccoli Guy, I actually really like Broccoli Guy just because of the Chill Bill Broccoli Guy duo in Imaginators. I like his character. His boss fight is super easy. He's pretty useless. But outside of that, he's really useless. Oh, wait, Chaos is here. Duh. No questions needed. High Five. I5, sorry. I think he's really good. He's a really hard boss fight. Like, out of all of the non-Doom Raider characters here, I5's is probably the hardest. Like, for no reason. Like, if you get stuck in his, like, hammer, his pounds, it's really hard to get out of. I don't know why. And I also really like his character. He's really good as a villain, I think, because of that. Hoodsicle, easy, perfect. He's probably my second favorite villain, right behind Taekwon Kroll, barely. I really, really, really like his design. I really, really, really like his gameplay. His Imagineer's counterpart is also really, really good. His music's alright, but I really like Kutsuko. Slobber Trap, no. I don't really like Slobber Trap. Golden Queen is again is perfect. I really like her boss fight. That's probably one of my favorite boss fights. I don't know why. Just because it's not too hard, but it's definitely difficult. And her gameplay, where you could just like freeze things and then like hit them, and especially her Sensei counterpart, they're really good. Threat Pack, I also really think is really good. I don't know, he's kind of like the only outlier here, but honestly, I really like him. I really like his design. I don't really know his music that well, but his gameplay is actually really good. His you can shoot rockets everywhere, and I don't know. I really enjoyed him. If you have troubles doing Chompy Maid's boss fight, I would definitely recommend Threat Pack. I just think he's really good. Cross Crow. I think he's alright. I don't really think about him too much, but I definitely like his character and the brief. And the fact that he's optional doesn't really help. But I mean, I think he's alright. Sheet Creep, first Doom Runner you fight in the game. I think he's alright. He's not very powerful. There's not a whole lot of gameplay you can have for him, but he's got really good music. Rage Mage, no. Like, he doesn't do anything that much. He just doesn't do anything. Buzzerbeak, meh, I think he's alright. He could have done a little bit more than with his design. His music's pretty good, but like he's another optional boss fight. Shield Shredder, his boss fight is actually surprisingly hard. I mean, he's alright. I quite like his music, but other than that, his design and gameplay is just kind of meh. Ice Cream, meh. I don't really think about her that much, except in that one level, that Monster Marsh. It's also an optional boss fight, which doesn't help anything, and like, I don't really capture her. Taekwon Crow is usually in my Dark Trap all 99% of the time, and like the other 1% is usually Nightshade. Dreamcatcher, meh. I don't really like her design that much. Her character, I definitely go. Actually, I'll put her in alright because her character, I like what the unique little turn that they tried to put on her, but what you gonna do? Chompy Mage, I mean, just Chompy is really good. I never actually caught him, but I'm pretty sure he's really similar to Bone Chompy, but it's like the OG villain. Like, he shows up in every game. Like, why not? Painata is very good. I really like his gameplay. His design's also really good. And what makes him even better is I really want his Sensei counterpart. He's one of the only two non-variant Senseis that I'm missing. Painata and Wildstorm is the other one. But, wow, I really want Painata. Fisticuffs, I think he's alright. There's nothing too special about him. He shows up at the end of the sewage, the secret sewers of Supreme Stink. Why is he end up there? I don't know. That's about all I have to say for him. Shrednut, same boat as what's his face? Fisticuffs, I mean. Well, that's his, yeah, Fisticuffs. Except at least he was actually kind of doing something. He kind of fits into the level that he was in. Bombshell, I think he's alright. His gameplay isn't bad. I do find his actual enemies slightly annoying, but the fact that, like, in my 2 times I've played through it, like, he's always spinning in the background for something. I don't know why, but I always think it's really funny. So, thank you guys so much for watching. This is my Trap Team villains list. I think, like, villains had a lot of strong characters, and then there's, like, these 2 down here. But other than that, I think all the villains as a whole are pretty solid. Again, not a whole lot of misses, but thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Thank you guys for watching. It really means a lot to me that you've made it all the way to the end here. So make sure to subscribe and like. It really helps the channel out a lot. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.